Welcome, freepreneurs, entrepreneurs, and investors. Guys, my name is Bursha in the G-Sing Chahota, and I call myself a Bursha Chahota. So, what are we going to talk about is today that how can you be a part of the Bitcoin cryptocurrency and blockchain movement. I call as a movement because this is a new kid on the block. Which is never happened in the history before. I mean, there are different things that happened in the history before, but not something which completely changing the world we see it. Right? So what I'm going to walk you through is today that how can you be a part of Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain ecosystem, okay, which we are building right now as I'm talking to you guys, right? So it all started back in 2008 and 9 when when Bitcoin and blockchain born in 2008 and 9 by a anonymous person called Satoshi Nakamoto. Alright guys, before we go further, what I'm gonna walk you through is that 4 different things so you can actually understand the concept behind it, right? The first thing I'm gonna talk about is the mindset, okay, which is a very, very important or an integral part before you even get into Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain. Okay, and the second thing we're going to talk about market cap. What's the market cap is right now while I was making this video, because the market cap is going higher and higher day by day. Then we're going to talk about market. Okay. And the last, not the least, we're going to talk about what are the opportunities and the pathways to get into this ecosystem. Okay. The most important part I want you to understand is the whole idea of this presentation is to how to become a cryptocurrency expert, right? And also how to become an investor into Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain startups, right? So we're going to talk about that. But a major focus is the people who are looking to generate cash flow right now in the marketplace where the market is going to the sky. All right. So that the main aim of this presentation is to create a cryptocurrency experts and investors. Alright, let's start with guys with the mindset. Okay, I'm just gonna push this one through. Okay. Okay, in mindset, what is the important part is there in the mindset? The important part is that, rewiring, unprogram. So what it means to rewiring, because we never had something like a Bitcoin or cryptocurrency or blockchain before, and it's a completely different way looking at it, completely different way to looking at it. When you're looking at it as in a brain, which is the day you're born and you grow up, the accumulation of ideas and from your parents, what they teach you while you're growing up. When you look at the Bitcoin and cryptocurrency and blockchain on that way, it doesn't make sense to you, right? So what you gotta do is you gotta rewire your brain. You gotta wash it out. What you know, you gotta put that on the side. So you gotta rewire or unprogram, or in other words, program in a new way. Why you have to do that? Because the third part is a manifestation. Because if you don't do the first 2 parts, you cannot manifest. You cannot create something tangible in the future or in the present. So you need to rewire and unprogram your brain so you can manifest into the new ecosystem, right? So which is very, very important. That's why I consider this, the mindset is the key to get into this ecosystem. It's a new way of thinking, right? So you cannot think the way you've been thinking for last however the old you are, 20 years, 30 years or 40 years. It's a new way of thinking. And the third part is the acceptance of technology. It's a part of evolution and a revolution. What it means is, I want you to look back in the past when there was no electricity, when there was no gas, when there was no internet, when there was no computers. So when we look back, that becomes an evolution and a revolution, right? So let's talk about computers and internet, or just a internet. Okay, that was an evolution. That was an evolution where you can, when the internet started, where you can connect with the people, not in your neighborhood, but on a global basis, right? So that was like an evolution in humankind, and on the same time, it was a revolution. Which, how that was a revolution, that we used to read through the magazine, read through the newspapers, but there was a new technology comes on board, which is internet, where you don't need to wait for the information to be delivered to your door. That was right in front of you, the way I'm presenting it right now. So that's a revolution. So that's called acceptance of technology. So the people who accepted in the beginning, or in the early stages, they become huge. They become huge in the ecosystem or on the global basis. So what I did, I took an example of Jeff Bezos, who is a founder of Amazon, right? And he decided to sell books online in 1994. He was a computer or a software engineer. Like, he was highly paid worker, or working as a highly paid software engineer back in 1994. But he saw opportunity, what internet is bringing to us in the future on that time. If you look at it back then, it was a silly idea to actually go and sell books online in 1994. The people, if you look at the documentary, if you watch the documentary, which is I watched a few times, that will give you a buzz. That will give you an understanding that nobody was believing in him, that he's gonna change the way we look at the books, or to read books, or buy books. He saw the opportunity. So what he did is he quit his job and he started a company called Amazon. To this day, you can buy from needle to ship. What I mean is that you can buy anything you want from the Amazon. It's not just the Amazon itself, but they have a different retailers within Amazon where they're selling different products and services to the people. The one of the great product is AWS, which is the servers where you can store your files, where you can access anywhere around the globe. So right, let's getting back to the original idea. So Jeff understood the concept of internet, and he decided to sell book online, and he founded a company called Amazon. So he was the first mover and shaker in the industry. And if you look at right now, he's expanding from US to every country, every corner in the world with the help of internet. That's the power of internet. and his net worth is $92 billion in 22 years, because it started in 1994 and now it's 2017, so it's nearly 23 years, and he's the number one. He surpassed Bill Gates, with the Microsoft founder of Microsoft. Net worth is $92 billion. It's not, guys, it's not about money. It's about innovation. It's about how you see the ecosystem, how you see the evolution and the revolution, and become a part of that ecosystem. So that's where, guys, it's very, very important you have the mindset where you wanted to look into the future and the present, how it's changing the way that we perceive the things right now. That's what the cryptocurrencies is. It's a new kid on the block. You need to see in a right way. You cannot see the way you're seeing the things in the past. Okay, so we're going to talk about, that was a sort of mindset. You have to have a mindset to get into this so you can understand the concept behind the cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and blockchain. The second part is, guys, again, it's a great market cap. So I'm just going to show you here. The market cap between year 2009, when Bitcoin started, right? It was between 2009 to April 2017, which is this year, $20 billion. That was the market cap last eight and a half years. So the market cap is right now, from April 2017 to November 2017, over $300 billion. That's just insane, right? If you look at the industry, Bitcoin industry or blockchain industry, this is the fastest growing industry, the cryptocurrency blockchain. That's just insane. Like, you know, if you look at it in 9 years, it's 20 billion, and while I'm making this video, it's $280 billion rolled into the Bitcoin, cryptocurrency and blockchain startups. That's just insane. So that's how fast this industry is moving. This ecosystem is moving. Now the question is, are you wanted to be a part of this ecosystem? You need to decide, as I explained with the internet, with the Jeff Bezos, how he started his Amazon, how you can be a part of this biggest market cap growing on this planet. And out of this $300 billion market cap, nearly 51% of market alone is Bitcoin. Okay, why Bitcoin? Because Bitcoin is not just a money. Bitcoin is a technology. Bitcoin is a network, and the first application is money on top of that. And the rest of the altcoin and ICOs, which is we call the initial coin offering, they 49% of the total market cap. That's huge, guys. That's just a huge deal. If you understand the whole concept, the whole idea behind the blockchain and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, then it's not still a big deal, but then when you look at the market cap, then you can understand why this is growing. And once you understand that, you wanted to be a part of this ecosystem. So that's something a little bit about the market cap, guys. Now I'm going to talk about is the market itself, right? So who involved in it, right? So we're going to talk about that. So the first thing we're going to talk about, it's a global market. It's not tied to, even it's started in US, but it's not tied to just one country. It's on global basis. You can deal with the Bitcoin cryptocurrency and the blockchain on global basis, on global market, right? So, and who's looking into this? That's the thing we need to look at. Government, banks, defense, and global consumer, which we call as the first movers. Why government? The governments need, what is a government? Government is a structure, the way they run the nations. If anything disruptive or anything new comes into the global market, they need to know. That's why government into it. And banks. The whole market is a decentralized cryptocurrency. Bitcoin and blockchain is a decentralized market where there's no third party in it. Bank is all about third party. So they started investing into blockchain startups back in 2012, 13, 14, 15. Now there's a lot of banks they looking into it. So 2014, Australian and New Zealand Bank, which is called ANZ Bank, Commonwealth Bank of Australia, and Westpac Bank of Australia, they all invested into blockchain. Especially ANZ invested into the one of the US based exchange called Coinbase, which saw Bitcoin. They invested into that. And recently, State Bank of India, SBI we call us, they started doing a project on blockchain. They know that they're gonna get disrupted. So what they're doing is they putting themselves up there so they can compete or be in the market. So that's why the government, banks, and defense. What defense look for? Defense look for security, which is blockchain gives the that key element to the defense, the security. That's why defense onto the blockchain ecosystem. And global consumers. That you know, the beautiful thing is we've been talking about global market. We were talking about since the beginning of internet, or even before internet, but the way we're doing the business was totally different. Blockchain, cryptocurrency, and Bitcoin, they change the way you do business. Whether you live in Australia, where I live, or you live in US, or you live in India, or you live in China, or you live in Japan, wherever you live in, it does not matter. You can do business regardless of your location, regardless who you are as a human being, woman or man, or you are poor, or you are rich, or you are a middle class. It does not matter. So this market is just open up a whole bunch of new opportunities for everyone out and about there. So who else is in there? Innovators. Why are they innovators? Because they want to create something for the future, or for the future generations, with the new technology, and which help them to evolve the ecosystem or the way we look at things. And then entrepreneurs, comes out who can make a business out of this whole blockchain and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency marketplace. And then businesses, and then the marketers, and they are called as the first movers, right? So we haven't even started yet. It's a very new market right now. It's a great opportunity to wet your feet into this system, this ecosystem, so you can either grow as a marketer, business owner, entrepreneur, or innovator. So that's a little bit about market, guys. So the last but not the least part of this is the opportunity. What are the pathways? What are the different pathways you can take? Okay, so I'm just going to push this one up here. So what are the pathways are in Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain? The first one I will talk about is the cryptocurrency expert, which is my mission, what I help other people to become a cryptocurrency expert, right? And the second part is the investors, the people who wanted to invest into the ecosystem, but they don't know where to start. And there is another pathway is a developer. If you are a computer programmers in C++ or any other language, so you have the opportunity to build application on top of Bitcoin blockchain or Ethereum blockchain or other blockchains, and that's right pathway right there for you, because these are open blockchains. Then we have innovators, the people who bring the ideas and collect with the developers and create a new innovation which helps the humanity. Then we have a cryptocurrency portfolio managers, and then we have consultant, and the last but not least, educator. So what I'm going to talk about is I'm going to talk about one by one, but what my main mission is to talk about. I'm going to talk about is the cryptocurrency expert. That's what my focus is. That's what the liquid and the cash flow is. Okay, so let's talk about it. How to become a cryptocurrency expert, how to liquidate money, how to bring the cash flow right now, not to wait, or any other opportunity down here, not to wait, but to get into the ecosystem and create a wealth for yourself and for the other people. All right. So I'm just gonna push a little bit down here so I can have a control on that. Okay, so in terms of becoming a cryptocurrency expert, what it means for you to be a cryptocurrency expert, right? That's what we're going to talk about, right? Once you have the understanding of the ecosystem, who you become, right? That's what we're going to talk about. The first thing is invest into cryptocurrency without a fear. So once you become a cryptocurrency expert, right? So what it means to be a cryptocurrency expert, what it means is you understand the concept of the cryptocurrency and Bitcoin into the whole blockchain system, right? Where you understand the technology behind the cryptocurrency coins, you understand how to store them, where to buy it from, right? And how to trade them. So these are the factors we're looking at a cryptocurrency expert. What you do is you're going to become that, and then you're going to teach other people how to become a cryptocurrency expert. All right. The first thing you will able to do is that you invest into cryptocurrency without a fear. Why without a fear? Because you understand the concept behind it. You understand the development process of that particular coin, that what the team is building, what sort of problem they're solving into the society. And that's where you start investing into that cryptocurrency without a fear. Why? Because you understand the concept behind it. And that's what I'll be teaching. That's what I'll be teaching about that, how you can understand the different coins and the technology behind them. And once you do that, use your expertise, you use your knowledge, you use your tools, you use your strategies, what you're learning from me, to help the other investors to invest into cryptocurrency. That's what you've been doing. You do it for yourself, and then you help other people to do the same thing. That's just a wonderful concept. You're creating a cash flow for yourself and for the other people or other investors. What is the beautiful thing about it to be a cryptocurrency expert is you can help the investors globally. Why globally? Because there's no center authority. So you don't need to ask anyone to use Bitcoin or cryptocurrencies or blockchain to help other people. So let's say you live in Australia. If you wanted to help somebody in China, there's no dramas with that. If you wanted to help somebody in US or Canada or New Zealand or in India or in China, or you live in India and you wanted to help other people to invest into cryptocurrency, whether that person lives in Canada, America, US, Australia, anywhere on the planet Earth, you can help them to invest into cryptocurrency. The only thing they need to have is the smartphone and the internet. That's all they need to invest into the cryptocurrency. Isn't it a beautiful thing, guys? So what do you be learning as to become a cryptocurrency expert is to understand the fundamental understanding or the core values understanding of Bitcoin and alternate coins and initial coin offerings, which is the new startups, new coins or tokens, we call that, or we call it as an ICO. So that's what you'll be learning to become a cryptocurrency expert. That's what you're learning to help investors globally. That's what you're learning to help other people. And the next thing you'll be learning in this course to become a cryptocurrency expert is to create a sustainable cryptocurrency portfolio backed by technologies for investors. So what it means is, whether you're creating a portfolio for yourself or you creating a portfolio for your client or the investor you have, you will learn how it can be sustainable, right? Whether the market goes up, whether the market goes down, the portfolio you have created for yourself and for your investors, it should not affect whether the market goes up or goes down, right? So we set up, or I personally teach you how you pick coins, different coins or altcoins or Bitcoin or ICOs to create you grow your portfolio without a fear. And that's why I call it a sustainable cryptocurrency portfolio backed by technology. The important part is backed by technology. If there is no solution for the future problem or the problems we have right now, we gotta be very careful. That's why I use the term called backed by technology. The technology has to be in a right way. The portfolio has to be in a right way. The portfolio has to be in a very clever way where, as I said, the market goes up and down. It does not affect the portfolio. That's what you'll be learning into that. And also, you'll be learning how you can help your ongoing, or you provide ongoing support for your clients for a new crypto coins and ICO. So a lot of people ask question, can you invent new coins? Yes, that the innovators developing new coins, as long as those coins are solving the major issues or problem in the society, that's where you're going to tell your clients, hey, this is a new coin. I think, or I personally believe, or research on this coin, this coins is going to liquidate or is going to be huge in the future. And then you tell your clients the pros and cons, or the good side and the downside, or upside and downside of that particular coin, and also that you can take as a token of ICO, which is initial coin offering. So that's what you're going to tell, or you're going to support your client with that. And also you're going to learn what is the enter and exit strategy for ICOs, and also call it as a risky bucket, which is initial coin offerings. If you understand the ICO, that's what I'll be teaching you guys, how to enter into an ICO, and what is the right time to exit from the ICO. What it means is essentially, what I'm trying to say is that when you buy into the ICO, and when is the right time to exit or to sell that ICO on the marketplace. So that I'll be teaching in that course, in advanced course, to become a cryptocurrency expert, where you fearlessly are doing investing for yourself and for your client. And this is my focus of this presentation today, that if you wanted to become part of the ecosystem, or you wanted to become a cryptocurrency expert, and you would like to teach to do the same thing for other people, you gotta connect, or you send me a personal message so I can help you out to how you can create or become a cryptocurrency expert, where you can create wealth for yourself and you help other people to do the same thing. This is my main focus, guys, main focus of the presentation, what I'll be teaching into my future course. So let's close this one up and let's talk about investors a little bit. Guys, the thing you need to understand, or I will say, without investors, right? The investors, they are the backbones of any ecosystem. If there is no money, or there is no liquidity into the ecosystem can't grow. So what it means by that, if you remember the market cap, you look into that when it started, the market cap was very low. It was only $20 billion until April 2017. Right now, within last 6 months, the market cap gone from $20 billion to over $300 billion. That's insane, guys. Okay, that's just insane. If you look at here, right? Sorry, not this one here. It was here. So if you look at here, that's just insane, guys. All right. Okay. The beautiful thing for the investors is that investors can be from anywhere. This has never happened in the human history before, guys. Never had happened. A common human being can invest into cryptocurrency without a boundary. There's no boundary. If you live in India, China, you live in Africa, you live in Europe, wherever you live, you can become an investor. Or anybody can become an investor into the cryptocurrency and grow their wealth. Okay? That's the beautiful thing. It's never happened in the history. I want to take you a little bit to the role, or a little bit to the pathway where I want you to understand. If you think about it, if you decided to invest into into Facebook or Uber or Airbnb or other startups. Can you invest into that? No. The only way you can invest into that, because the only people who can invest it, they has to be angel investors. What it means is they have a certain kind of criteria to invest into that sort of project. So one of your net worth should be minimum $1 million, right? And your cash flow should be $1 million or $250,000, or your net profit is $250,000 a year. Then you can only invest into that sort of startups. I'm just giving you an example, right? But to invest into a cryptocurrency, the beautiful part is there's no limit. If you got $100, whatever your currency you got, like a $50, even a $10, guys, or even a $5, guys, right? So you can become a part of the $300 billion industry right now, growing into the future. You can become investors. So if you ask me a question, Bursha, can I become an investor? I only have 1,000 yen or 1,000 Indian rupees or Pakistani rupees or $1,000 or whatever it is. Can I be investors? Or I got $1 million or $1 billion. Can I be? Yes. That's the beauty of the cryptocurrency, Bitcoin and blockchain ecosystem. It does not eliminate you to not to invest into the crypto. Anybody can invest into the cryptocurrency, regardless of their country, regardless of their location, regardless of their race. It never happened in the history before, guys. So you need to understand the concept of why blockchain and Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is so powerful. Why this is so powerful. There's no boundary. If you want to develop an application, you can be anywhere on the planet Earth. You can do it. It is giving us the opportunity to look very differently. That's why I showed before even I start talking about that. That's what I said. Hey, you need to have a mindset. You need to have a mindset, whether you are an investor, whether you are a cryptocurrency expert, developer, innovator, cryptocurrency portfolio manager, consultant, or educator, whoever you want to be into the ecosystem, you have to have a mindset before you even get into this ecosystem. All right, guys, so my answer to you, anybody can be investors into cryptocurrency. Let's move on to the next one. Developers. Let's say, guys, you are a computer programmer, okay, and you wanted to develop an application on blockchain platform, which could be Bitcoin platform, Ethereum platform. It could be anything, right? So can you develop an application? Yes, as long as you can innovate, as long as you can solve the problem we have in the society, and you develop an application. Yes, and it is open source. You don't need a permission. You don't need to ask anybody, can I go and develop an application on this platform? No, you don't need. It's a permissionless system. How beautiful is this, guys? So yeah, so if you are a developer, you have that opportunity, guys. Let's talk about innovators. Who are the innovators? Idea creation, and then they manifest that idea with the help of a developer. So what it means by that, I want you to understand about Amazon. Amazon, that was idea creation. There was an internet, right? And then Jeff Bezos say, hey, I'm gonna build a Amazon, which was the online bookstore. That's how it initiated. That's how it started. And then that was the idea creation. Then he help to manifest that idea, he might have get help from the other developers to develop that ecosystem, develop that Amazon programs in the back end, so he can sell books anywhere in the globes or in US. So that's called a manifestation with the help of developer. So he's an innovator, he's an entrepreneur, and this is just a great way of creating ideas and implement it and create wealth around that. That's something to do with the innovators. Guys, cryptocurrency portfolio manager is quite similar to cryptocurrency expert. Okay, it's quite similar to that. Okay, quite similar to that. But the only difference is, as a cryptocurrency portfolio manager, what you do is you have a high-end client. You only look after the people who have businesses. They don't have the time to look into the different coins, don't have the time to look into different ICOs. And what you do is you provide them a service. You only help them to manage their portfolio, right? So you're not interested in cryptocurrency. You can teach other people, you can help other people like it to become the same thing. But become a cryptocurrency portfolio manager is you just focus on one particular thing that you're helping other business owners, or it could be an individual where you're helping them to build a portfolio, cryptocurrency portfolio backed by technology, and to help them to grow their wealth. Okay, so that's something quite similar to cryptocurrency expert, but you helping very specific individuals. And then another one is we got consultant. What are consultants? Consultants are helping other people to get into the ecosystem, help with the new startups. So basically they become a resourceful. They help other people. They have an idea but they don't know where to start from. So that's where the consultant, the cryptocurrency consultant, they help them to, hey, you got a new startup, I'm here to help you to grow your business, and I will help you or connect you with the other people or the experts into the industry where you can start your new startup, whatever the new idea you're trying to create into the ecosystem. That's something you can do it too. And then also the consultant can help investor to invest into blockchain ecosystem. What it means is not necessarily into the cryptocurrency, not necessarily into the Bitcoin, but the startups being built on top of the Bitcoin blockchain or the new startups coming up. The consultant will help them to do the same thing. And then the last but not the least, the educator, the people who just want to educate other people about blockchain, Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency. It's not about investment, but education. It could be writing a blog. It could be starting your own vlog, which is a video log, which is you can have your own Facebook channel or your YouTube channel where you educating other people and create a course around it, and then you can teach other people what they can get or what they can create into the ecosystem, what are their options are. So that's something the educator. So guys, if you look at my side of it, what I do, I help other people to find their pathways, the opportunities, so how they can actually get into Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain ecosystem. It's like my main focus is to train people who wanted to become a cryptocurrency expert, and they want to do the same thing. They wanted to duplicate. They would like to duplicate that model. What I know, I can help other people to do the same, and they can do the same thing for other people as well, right? That's my main focus. That's what I'm delivering. Okay. And then I help investors that how to invest into Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain startups, right? That's developers, right? I help them to connect with the other people. I physically don't have the skills for, as an coding skills, but I have. So basically, I acting as a consultant here for the developers, right? Innovators, right? So that's something is that how can you create business around Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain, and I'll be a part of that. I can teach, and I'm teaching the same tools and strategy for the other people. Cryptocurrency portfolio manager. That's kind of a part of this cryptocurrency expert as well. That's what I teach as well. And a consultant, and also I'm a myself as a consultant, and I teach other people how to become a consultant into Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain ecosystem. And I'm also an educator where I have a YouTube channel, where I'm on Instagram, where I on Facebook live videos where I teach other people to get into the ecosystem and how they get into the ecosystem, how they can create opportunity for themselves or for the other people. Alright guys, we pretty much done here. Guys, this is a great opportunity for this century onwards. Anybody who understand this concept, right? They're going to be the creator. They're going to be the people who be teaching other people, who be helping other people to get onto this ecosystem. Alright guys, if you would like to become any of these expertise that you want to be an investor, you want to be a cryptocurrency expert or developer or innovator, cryptocurrency portfolio manager, consultant, and educator, I'm more than happy to help you step by step to grow your wealth into this ecosystem, and also help you to help other people do the same or duplicate this model, right? I'll be focusing heavily on how to teach other people how they can become a cryptocurrency expert and an investors to reach out to other people and help them and create a wealth for themselves and for the other people. Alright guys, if that's something you would like to get into, you want to build a business around Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, and blockchain, please reach out to me, and then we will have a chat, we will have a talk, and I'll figure out what your goals are, what you're trying to create. And then I'm more than happy to help you to move faster or quickly as quickly as possible into this ecosystem, guys. Alright guys, you guys have a great day, and wherever you are on the part of this planet. And yeah, that's it guys, and yeah, you guys have a great day, and goodbye from Bursha Chahota. And you can connect with me on my Facebook, which is under the name of Bursha Chahota, which is Bursha, and my surname is Chahota, which is Chahota. So it's Bursha Chahota. Alright guys, I'll wish you all the best, and I'll see you working together and attack into the system and grow your wealth. Great day guys, thank you.